Welcome back to another fishing adventure. It's early, the sun's just coming up. I fished this spot yesterday and it was a pretty good session. I landed a few good fish, but I lost more fish than I landed. It's because of the weeds, lots of weeds here, and I'm here again to show this spot who's boss here. I'm ready to land some big fish again today. Let me show you what I'm working with as for bait. Going spicy today. Spicy sriracha tiger nuts, and I got some spicy pack bait here that I already made up. I'll show you that in a second. I usually just put 2 tiger nuts on the hair, but I've done more, 3 or 4, or just 1. I don't know, dealer's choice. I like 2 because it just, together 2 tiger nuts kind of make a particle that is larger, slightly larger than anything that's in my pack bait. It just kind of makes it stand out from, if there's kernels of corn or things, chunks of sweet feed or whatever in my pack bait, it'll just kind of make it stand out as a nice larger morsel. But hook size has a lot to do with it also. I think it's just a general good rule of thumb to match your hook bait size with the hook size that you're using, because if I use these, let me show you here. I use these size 4 hooks, and 2 tiger nuts matches up pretty good with that size of hook. If I was using a smaller, like a size 6 hook, I'd probably just use a single tiger nut. This pack bait I threw together before I left the house this morning. It consists of my usual base mix of sweet feed and old-fashioned oats, and then there's a can of corn and some chili powder, a little bit of water to moisten up a little bit more. I could use a little bit more water, actually. Yeah, it's been sitting about an hour since I made it, so kind of dried out a little bit. I'm gonna give it a little bit more water. Oh, look at that sunrise. That's beautiful. The water is kind of calm. There's a little bit of a breeze going. Clarity's not great. It was better yesterday when I was here. There's probably about a foot of visibility or so. Yeah, this pack bait stuff, it's not rocket surgery. Just, if it's too dry, add just a couple handfuls of water and mix it up, and it'll be good to go. If it's too wet, add a little bit more of the dry ingredients. Boom. Wonderful. It is August 1st, and I think that makes it officially dog days of summer. Early morning fishing or evening fishing is really the only time to go, in my opinion. I'm sure fish can be caught during the day a little bit, but it's really slow, and it's just miserable hot with the humidity we have here where I live. I mean, you sweat just sitting there, not doing anything. It's just, it literally is like a sauna. Here it is. This is the double spicy carp bait today. We got the spicy pack bait with the chili powder and the spicy sriracha tiger nuts going out. I'm gonna put these baits about 40-50 yards out. There's, like I said, weeds, lots of weeds here, but I need to have the bait at least presented where a fish can find it and not in the weeds. So I'm trying to get out beyond the band of weeds so a fish can hook it up, and once that fish hooks up, then getting them through the weeds is the real challenging part. That's it. That's pretty good for a first cast of the day. I'm gonna keep this drag a little tighter than I would normally if it was clear water, because I don't want these fish to run very far. Once I pick up on them, I'm gonna really put pressure on them and try to keep them from running as little as possible, because the more they run, the more weeds they pick up on the line, and the more likely they are to get away. That'll work. Probably about 4 or 5 feet of water there. When I say that I'm running a tighter drag setting than normal, I'm talking about the fighting drag, not the bait runner drag. The bait runner drag would be pretty loose as always, but I'm talking about the fighting drag, the top drag here. I want it tighter than normal so they can't run as easily. And I mean, apart from the early morning being the best time to catch the fish, I mean, it's the best time to be on the lake too, because by about 9-10 a.m. there's just going to be all sorts of pleasure boating going on, boats zooming around, pulling people on tubes and jet skis and stuff, and it's just not a good place to be for a fisherman, you know. So early morning is where it's at in the dog days of summer. I just had a pull. Yeah, fish on. Wow, that was fast. And he just came to the surface. That's fantastic. Tighten that up even more. I gotta really keep the pressure on this fish. It's swimming in at me. I think I lost him. Yeah, I think I lost him. Man, I wasn't ready. I was not ready for that. That's good. Okay, first fish lost. All right, Lake 1, Tom 0. Fish on. About 9:15, and I was totally thinking about what I was gonna do when I left. After I left at 9:30, I was planning on leaving. The wind started picking up around 8 o'clock. Got white caps out on the main part of the lake, and waves are crashing on the shore here where I'm at, and there's been no bites. So all those things combined equals Tom go home and do something more productive, but here I am fighting a fish, so amazing how fast things can change. I'm really keeping the pressure on this fish. Got to keep that momentum, that forward momentum, get that fish just moving towards the shoreline to get through these weed clumps. This fish is right here. Is it a carp? I think it's a carp. Waves are really bad. I guess I didn't think about this that much when I come down here, so I still got my phone in my pocket. I don't want to go walking out in that with my phone and car keys in my pocket. Oh, that's real. That's real. That's real. That's real. This one goes off as I'm coming up the bank with that little fish. Yeah, I didn't do any talking during this fight because it was difficult, and it took a while. I got this fish here in front of me now, finally. Now that this fish is right here in front of me, I can loosen the drag a little bit and let him take some line when he runs if he needs to, because I'm out of the danger zone of the weeds. Yes. Giving both of these fish little breather here before I hold them up for the camera for you. The first one was laying on the mat there for probably about 5 minutes, and he's just fine, but they can survive a lot longer than that. But give him a little breather. Well, this went real quick from a skunk trip to a double. 2 little fish. This is the first one that I caught. He, you know, he's got a look at the body shape and the short little head on this guy. I don't know if this is I don't know, dark fins like that. I don't know if this is a goldfish cross. Got a little bit of goldfish in him maybe or something. Just the body shape makes me think that. But here's the second fish, a little bit bigger. This is a 5-6 pound fish. Nothing real special about either of these fish other than the fact that they are here on the bank with me and not swimming out in the water. It's amazing how fast a skunk trip could turn into something kind of exciting. But yeah, if you want to look at the difference in shape of the head between these 2 fish. I mean, this one's got much more elongated snout than this one's, and I mean the scale pattern can vary, but the head shape, and this one's got like roughness on the gill plate there. I don't know, that's weird. We're in August, but yeah, different looking fish, this one here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be stepping out into those waves there. See if we can get their nose out of the net there. There you go. See ya. Well, as I said, I was about ready to leave. I suppose I'll rebait and cast out and stay for another half an hour, see how it goes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got more drag screaming. Just getting ready to rebait. It's only been a minute. Haven't got either one of those rods out yet. It's literally only been like 60 seconds. Yeah. Well, isn't that something? 3 little fish. Bang, bang, bang. Now I have 0 baits in the water. Guess I'll go ahead and get that fixed up. See ya. Sometimes it seems like all it takes to get a bite is to just start thinking about leaving. That was nice getting 3 fish, but now it's time to get 1 fish that weighs as much as those 3 combined. Oh, while I was retying that rig, I look up and this one is slack. Yeah. Fish on. Actually land this fish. I'm getting closer. Just down along the bank down here. When I noticed this line was slack, I was literally gonna start putting that rod away. It's a weird thing today. Every time I start making movements toward leaving, I get a bite. This is a better fish. This is better fish than those 3. By better, I mean bigger. Got a big clump of weeds on my line. Got him. That came out really easy. Ah, come on now, don't do that. Yeah, a little bigger than those first 3 that I caught. This is a 10-pound fish, I'd say. I'm not gonna weigh it, but it's about 10, 15. Like I said, every time I start thinking about leaving or start making moves to leave, I get a bite. Oh, my other one's going off. So weird. Get out of here. Let's see what this is. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah, a little bitty guy. He's got a interesting tail, like weird. It looks like he was like folded in half or something at some point. I don't know. He's got like a little miniature tail compared to the tall body. Isn't that interesting? Huh. Oh, and he's missing an eye too. This fish has probably been through some stuff, I suppose. I don't know if I should leave or not. It's like 10:15. Kind of late in the day. I'm kind of playing with fire, staying here fishing this late in the day. Won't be long. I mean, any minute now, really, a jet ski can come up and do donuts right in front of me. Yeah, I think I'll just roll with it, fish for a little longer, fish as long as I can, I think. All right, see ya. I know I've been catching little fish, but I like this big, you know. There's fish of all sizes in this lake, and I like this big. You never know. The next one might be the new PB, the 30-pounder. You never know. Right on time here. What time is it? It's 10:42, and here's the first jet ski. He's coming right at me. Oh, there's two of them. There's two of them. Guess it's time to go. I think maybe they're formulating a plan of how to best attack my fishing lines. Maybe. Should we come from the left, come from the right? Maybe a dual pronged approach where they come from both sides at the same time. Let's see what they do. Come on, I'm waiting. Oh, I'm getting a bite on this rod though, so I'm gonna attend to this. Yeah, fish on. Okay. Be sweet if I can land more fish. One more fish, that'd be great. Okay. Oh, my other rod's going off. This is I don't know, 5-6 pound fish. Back he goes. This one's really peeling off. This one ran for quite a while, and no doubt, here comes Mr. Jet Ski. Just keep on moving, pal. I know you're late for your terrorization schedule, terrorizing the lake, but I'll be out of here soon enough. Holy cow, I can't believe this fish is still on there. I've been fighting this for a while. Really slow through the weeds. Yeah, still on there. There he is. Yes. Well, I can't believe I got this fish in. Made it in through the weeds, and check that out. This is a tagged fish. I already took note of the tag number. They tag fish in this lake to study the carp populations. And I learned from talking to the fisheries biologist last time, they usually, in addition to the tag, they clip one of the fins, and depending on which fin they clip, when they capture this fish later, they can know if the tag is missing. Apparently the tags come off. They shed the tags, but depending on which fin they clip, they can tell them what year that they captured this fish. And this fish has all of its lower fins, and sometimes they'll take a notch out of the tail fin, but the top dorsal fin spine is missing. It doesn't have that spine on the dorsal fin, So that might be a clue. I don't know if I'm going to report it again. Last time I talked to him, he said that this study was done. They were done with this study, but there's still a lot of tagged fish swimming around in this lake. Pretty cool. I'm going to call it for today. I think I pushed my luck far enough. It's like 11 o'clock. Time for water sports to take over the lake. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.